the one and only plus size certified photographer in the world. Waiting while we try reconnecting. Okay. I wanted to give you 3 easy ways that you can make sure that your model has a great time when you shoot. It's important that your model be enjoying themselves, because if they don't, they won't give you the energy that you need. It's not enough just for your model to be pretty, handsome, or attractive. You actually need them to send some part of themselves through the lens so it shows up in the picture. All right. So I'm going to give you 3 easy ways that you can really kind of push your model and support your model in giving you everything you need for your photo session. So 1, give them, well, first of all, make sure you have all of that information way before the shoot happens. Let's say way, I mean like a week, a couple days, enough time for them to really absorb it and look at it, and check back in with them to say, hey, did you get the email? Don't send a text, right? Because you got a lot of information to send to make sure. So did you get all the information that I sent to you? Do you have any questions? Do you have any thoughts? Do you have any suggestions or recommendations? You give them all this information so that they can start playing in their mind how the shoot is going to go before they even get there. So in some ways, they're already at the shoot and they're prepared to be there before anything even starts. So that's perfect. So it's already in them and they're already like, okay, I'm going to do this. Everything you do, they're like, yeah, I knew he was going to do that. I knew she was going to do that. No problem. All right. Second thing I like to do, this is just because I have an acting background. Excuse me. And man, why is my connection unstable? I'll wait because I don't want to miss anything. I know I could be wrong, but I think when it says the connection's unstable and they're reconnecting, if I keep talking, then it'll skip. Okay. So because I have an acting background, I like to tell the model, especially if you have multiple looks, to assign characters to each look, right? So let's say they have a formal look, maybe a casual look, and then maybe like a fitness or a sports look, right? Class and snooty. For the casual look, you can say it's Friday, you just got off of work, and you're going to hang out with your friends. For the sports look, you can say you are in direct competition with the person that you dislike the most. Doesn't matter what it is. You can kind of work that out, and you can give them recommendations, in terms of the character. And this could be part of the homework that you give them. You can give them recommendations, but you can also tell them to come up with their own. But the idea is they are attaching an actual thought and framework to each look. What that does is it gives them more than the desire to just look cute. They're actually doing something emotionally, while they're shooting. Now, the reason why you want them to pick 3 is because that will be different in each look that you shoot. So it's almost like you're doing 3 separate photo shoots. All right. So 1, prepare them before you even get there. All right. 2, in part of that preparation, give them homework and have them assign a thought or concept or an idea or a personality to each look that they're going to do. And 3, make sure they have a good time at the shoot. If they are enjoying themselves, it's going to come through. If they're kind of struggling and they really don't want to be there, but they're doing it just because they're there, you're going to see that. And not that you can't work that, that's a little bit harder energy to kind of manage. All right. So simple things you can do by doing that. Like, for instance, model is never wrong. You know how to say the customer is never wrong? And that's not always true. For me, the model is never wrong. And that's period, point blank. Because like, for instance, I am always early and most other people are always late. Right? So if I've had, and you can question my patience, but I've had people show up 30 to 45 minutes late. I know some photographers that would just leave, wouldn't even put up with that. But if you do stay and you don't cancel if somebody stays that late, the worst thing you could possibly do when the model shows up is say, "You're late. I don't. I mean, I got stuff to do, and you show up when you want to. Come on, let's shoot." You think it's gonna go well? you think you think that the model's gonna be like, yeah, he some will, but you've all kind of dampened their spirits by saying that. So the first thing what I do is somebody shows up late and say, hey, you're late. It's cool. It's no big deal. We're still gonna have a great time. So don't even worry about that. You're here now. Let's get to work. It's all good. So now they're like, okay, all right. I don't have to worry. I don't have to feel bad about being late. I let them know, take your time. Let's go. I mean, I try to, I'm a dad joke guy, I guess. I'm my kid just told me the other day I was corny, but I try really hard to kind of just be jovial and talk with the model and make sure they're having a good time, make sure they're comfortable, all of those things. I mean, the better they feel, the more positive energy they're going to give you. So again, 3 ways that you could easily make sure that you get more give them expectations. Make sure they know what they're walking into when they shoot with you. 2, a part of the homework you should give them is to have them create some type of framework around each look, so you get actually motion coming with that. And 3, make sure that your model has a great time. If you haven't, check out my website, www. I don't know, I was extra W's. .asharpphoto.biz, so you can know that I know what I'm doing. All right, eyes up, stay sharp.